One matter ask why. See, I swear to God, that thing I go on say way. I swear to God, none of the thing what in my prayer request. Yeah, look at the time gone paralyzed. Damn, enemies really meant it for me to die. Wanna take tear from my mind. The boy said I lie, so I cannot testify that. Yeah. Baby, you love me, feature you for my one. You for my one. Eh, nah, papa, yeah. Baby, you love me, feature you for my one. Yeah. You for my one. I say you help me with my gun. Never say you tired. Never. So now I call you. Reject with the answer, son. What you say? What thing that is say? Remember evil, but help me now. What thing I'ma say? Who has the final say? Jehovah, I ain't get final say. I can see she's a working for me. Yeah, man, let me more worry. Go down, I'm a working stick. I work majestically. Nobody hold it deep for me. Whoa, what it? You bet I made it if I wonder you get over it. It's the man, sorry, not the phantom. Still working on the album. Nigga, yes, the anthem. That me? That me the other day, you come and tell me, say that they were coming, I would say a lot. Now I got limits, yeah, going past the skies, the day I glorify. The man they call God. Yeah. Papa, you love me feature like you for my one. You for my one. Eh, now Papa God. Papa, you love me feature like you for my one. From my one, yeah.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broad and Buchanan Street, this is
ABC 105.1 FM.
Gotcha. Montserrado, Home, Cape Mount, Wapaloo, Mangibi, Home, and everywhere you go. This is ABC Radio 105.1 FM.
Welcome to another presentation right here on ABC Radio 105.1 FM. Yes, we are here this evening to bring you those issues in the traffic, and we have a lot to bring to your attention today. We have updates for the month of February and March, those major accidents that's happened within the traffic. And so welcome to it right here. The time is 19 past 6. Welcome to another presentation of the program Traffic Talk. Traffic Talk is a regular feature presentation always on this platform from 6:15 to 6:45, a 45 minutes production. Brought to you through the kind courtesy of the Atlantic Broadcasting Radio and Program Department. A program designed to speak to the consciousness of our driver, and because of time, we go straight into the program. As usual, we bring you our safety quotation for the day. followed by our safety tapes, and today we will be bringing you up to speed to the accident report for the month of February and March. Those things that happen terribly within the transport sector and traffic sector. And so my name is Martin Fagans, your regular host and presenter, the face of Traffic Talk, and I'm here for you this evening to make sure that we bring you up to speed and advise you, those motorists, how to go about driving, even our pedestrians, how to approach the streets whenever you try to cross. And so we bring you quickly our driving quotation that says, no matter how long the journey takes and no matter how slow the journey may be, one thing that is certain, that is you will reach to your destination safely and peacefully, so in case you are very careful. And the second quotation says, safety is not a gadget, it's not a phone, it's not a tablet, it's not an electronic device. Safety is the state of mind. That is deep for you motorists, right? What you perceive in your mind as a motorist has been a safe approach to do things. It's how well you're going to guard yourself whenever you are in that traffic. So those are our driving quotations for the day. Let's quickly bring you our safety tips. Let's bring you up to speed first with the traffic locations in Liberia. Let's start right next door to Johnson Street. This is something that I noticed not too long when I was coming from in the field. You know, Johnson Street and Kerry Street intersection that leads to Johnson and Benson is this multiple crossing points, and due to the fact that there is parking there, makes this very huge traffic congestion. So I'm calling on the public safety department, like I recommended to them today, that we should do something better to relocate that parking lot of the KK guys from Benson and Johnson Street, and that of the parking the loading center there on Kerry and Johnson Street, just opposite the pharmacy there. The reason is these guys contribute to the traffic congestion in the spots. You find cars coming from Johnson Street trying to branch out on the right side to go towards Upper Kerry Street. Some of them are trying to cross to go further down to Johnson Street. Some are trying to branch out on the left to come downwards, uptownwards to Kerry Street. But you find parking cars along the way looking for pedestrians and passengers. It makes it kind of difficult to get by, showing kids. And sometimes other folks are rushing to get to their destination and the places of work and places of hustle. But then they have been stalled due to the go slow at the Johnson Street. And so there's also a go slow on the Johnson Street Bridge. That's the Johnson Street. That is the Johnson Street. And there's always this go slow on the Johnson, Kerry, and Benson Street because of the parking. I believe, in my own opinion, and I think others will stand with me, the parking is wrongfully positioned. The street is narrow. We don't have this much big streets. Cars are always already parking along the way. The city parking is gathering funds from this part. And then you find these big yellow buses and smaller buses parking and taxi trying to take passengers, which of course is wrong. So we need to work on these things. There's a traffic buildup around the 20th Street area, the Gabriel Tuckers Bridge, the Douala Market Momotown intersection, the Cardwell Railroad Bridge, the Railroad Bridge there at the Cardwell where the train passes. It's called a railroad bridge. And then there's always a go slow because cars are headed from Logan Town trying to cross the avenue that leads from Cardwell to Bushville Island to go through Momotown to go to Douala and perhaps link up with Virginia and Brownsville. It's always a go slow there because of the road being small, and so driver has to be patient with them what is in the route. There's this traffic always around the Omega market about this hour due to the influx of goods coming from the rural parts. There's this traffic always around the Watchtower. The back route has been used that connects the Prince George Avenue to the Halton Avenue there in Pinsville. That leads to the A.B. Talbot Road. Reason is because of the road construction work being done at the Dupont Road and other parts. Development comes to lots of adjustments. We have to adjust as people. There is this traffic always around the Roberts International Highway. Reason being, development comes to lots of adjustment, like I said. So the road construction work has been carried out at the Roberts International Highway, and especially. The other day, a friend of mine and I was driving, going home, and it was raining. And then we both just had the thought about what's going to happen to people flying at night and driving to the airport late at night. I think Public Works and the Chico or whatever company that is building that road needs to find some solution to the problems, to have lights being erected and installed along the way to those parts that are very dangerous for driving at night, because some folks have the flight at 2 or 3 in the morning. Like for Saturday when I went out the airport early in the morning, it was difficult. The reason is because a person's flight is at 3 or 4 in the morning. They have to get up towards 1 to go. And then you're running at the excessive speed and you forget to know that the road construction work has been done. What happened next? You leave for the great beyond. So the government and those in the authorities with the road construction needs to do something at least to put lights along those ways. It helps save lives and property. And so those are our traffic updates. Quickly, let's just bring you up to speed with our safety tips, and then we'll take a breather and bring you up to speed with the major traffic accident that occurred in the month of February and that of March. If you take out the Tucker toll, you will be careful as a motorist. And so our safety tip says stay focused on the road and avoid distractions. Calm driving and avoiding road rage. Whenever you are calm as a driver, it helps you to avoid the road rage and traffic rage. Always learn as a driver not to be at the offensive side of driving, but practice those defensive driving practices and principles. Reason being, it helps you save lives and property, and then it shows you that you show others that you are this extraordinary good driver. And so being a defensive driver puts you at the edge of doing things differently and carefully. Take extra care when you are driving at night. The reason you are driving at night, you should be extra careful, is because it is against you. It's dark. Your eyesight is not as fresh as it can be in the daytime. So at night you have this bright beam light bursting into your eyes, dims your eyesight. Sometimes you're driving, there are lack of street lights along the way, so you have to be extra careful whenever you're driving at night, especially at night in the rainy season. The reason is the Kota is wet. There's a pull down of rain from the heavens. It blurs your view, it clouds your view, and so being extra careful at the night driver, especially in the rainy season and during the total dark area, puts you at the edge or showing the differences of being a better driver. Don't drive when you are tired. Pull over if you need to take a rest. And some of the things we recommend for you to have a rest is to have a caffeinated drink. Don't drink vodka. Vodka is against driving principles. Drink a Rocks, Power Plate, a Fandam, or something like Commando. All those caffeinated energy drinks that you can drink. Drink them to help you be at speed and at life and keep you awake. Go for some short walks in case you know that you are this driver that drive these long distances at night. Don't look for the money. Don't always be there for the cardboard report or the low end. Go and rest yourself, especially when you have to do this long driving and distances to cover. And at times when you feel so tired as a driver, just tell your partner, give me 5 minutes, pull over and walk. Just 20 to 20 minutes, check from 10 to 50 or from 1 to 50. It helps you to beat the sleep, and then you get from one point to another. And lastly, take a quick power nap. So in case you are flying and traveling these long distances as a driver, always learn to rest. Being rested helps you to do a better driving at night. So those are our driving safety tips. We take a breather, come back, and bring you up to speed with the accident report for the month of February and that of March. Stay tuned. And we'll take this music break with this one here, Brand New in Time by Benevolence. A song that has the potential of taking over this city. It's 6:30 from the nation's capital, Monrovia. And this is Ben and V right here, brand new on Traffic Talk. Let go.
I want you to give me sugar, my baby. Give me your sugar, my baby.
And this one is called Sugar. Brand new in time for Ben and V.
I will love you. If you love me, baby, oh, I will love you. If you love me, yeah, I will love you. If you love me, baby, oh, I will love you. I've been watching you from way over there. I've been flying you from way over there. Do you for me? You sexy.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broader Buchanan. This is
ABC 105.1
Give me your sugar, my baby. I want you to give me sugar, my baby. Give me your sugar, my baby. I want you to give me sugar, my baby. If you love me, yeah, I will love you. If you love me, baby, oh, I will love you. If you love me, yeah, I will love you. If you love
live
me,
from the
baby,
King's
oh,
Building in Monrovia, Broader Buchanan. This is
ABC 105.1 FM.
show you places you never seen. I want to take you around the world. Show you places you never seen. Baby, call your friends. I will call my friends. Call your friends. I will call my friends.
okay. Welcome back to the program Traffic Talk. 29 and a half minutes climbing up to the 7 o'clock. A reminder at 7 is our 45 minutes of news presentation. News, fast, facts, and factual balance. And objective news. Always tune in to the ABC News. Always on this platform. And at 6:45, we run it down to go for our commercials and the reading of our announcements. But you are tuned right to ABC Radio 105.1, and the program is Traffic Talk. And Traffic Talk is a regular feature presentation, always on this platform from 6:15 to 6:45. A program designed by the radio and program department here at the Atlantic Radio Corporation. And so today we took a visit at the Liberia National Police HQ, and then was able to meet the road safety chief, who was able to allow us to have this information given to us for the month of February and that of April, March. I beg your pardon. And so let's quickly bring you up to speed as to, these things, these are human interest news, right? Often at times people forget these things, but these are lives that was taken, properties that were destroyed, and money that were invested in the things were taken away. So for the month of February, we had the total amount of accidents, 169. The total number of accidents that occur in the month of March is 169. Back to back include, that's motorcycle to motorcycle was 18. Motorcycle to tricycle was 6. Tricycle to car was 8. Tricycle to tricycle was 6. Car to motorcycle was 53. Self-accident between all of them was 9. Car to car was 44. Car to pedestrian was 4. Motorcycle to pedestrian was 17. The total number of deaths that we gather from the month of February in terms of motorist accident, to be a bike, tricycle, or whatever it is, a moving object like a car, the total number of deaths for the month of February was 13. That is pathetic. 13 people lost their life due to reckless driving and reckless riding practices. Some was rushing, some did not communicate properly. Those things can be attributed to a lot of factors. So as motorists, we need to do better. We need to change those approach we use in the traffic. It is totally wrong, because whenever a person gets on your bike or your keke or within your car, they trust you to have that discretionary power and ability as a professional chauffeur to do things rightly within the traffic. And so we will be entertaining your phone calls very shortly. Let's now bring you up to speed for the month of March, what occurred in the traffic sector. And this information was provided for us by the Public Safety and Traffic Department there at the Liberia National Police HQ, in person of the Chief Public Safety Guy, Mr. Saab, Mr. Fred Gay, and the rest of the crew there at the Public Safety and Traffic Department. Stay tuned to ABC. And so let's bring you up to speed for the month of March. In the month of March, we had a total number of accidents that is 144. Total number of deaths in the month of March from accident could be a motorcycle, bike, or car to car, or tricycle, whatever it is, was 17. Total number of life lost in the month of March for accident is 17. And so we break down the figures. So you have bike to bike, as in motorcycle to motorcycle, pan to pan was 16. Car to car was, the total number was 41. Car to motorcycle was 44. And a good thing in the month of March, the tricycle did not have that much accident. Also, we have a tricycle to car was 11 accident that occurred. Car to pedestrians was 8. Tricycle to motorcycle was 5. Motorcycle to pedestrian was 13. And self-accident that includes car, tricycles, and bikes, what total number was 5. And tricycle to pedestrian was 2. Total number of accidents in the month of 44. In the month of March was 144. Total number of deaths is 17. That's how we looked at the month of March and February. That tells you we need to do better. Our approaches to driving and riding needs to be different. As motorists, we all have to always learn to put in the back of our mind, car or the moving object is a luxury, but also it's a killing and a crippling machine. How you ride or drive will save lives and property, will protect pedestrians and passengers along the way. So always learn to do things and approach things differently and carefully as a motorist, a chauffeur, a rider, or a tricycle guy. Once you are within the traffic, know that you are within the zone of life and death. Those calculations, if you do them wrongly, you tend to end people's lives and destroy lives and property. So when you are a professional chauffeur that drives a commercial vehicle, never be in a hasty mood for that report money. Do things differently. Always, you've been using this rush and the fast approach and you've been causing problems. My advice to you is take it slow. So those are our traffic safety updates for the month of March from the Liberian National Police Public Safety / Traffic Department, bringing us up to speed. And today's edition is dedicated to the Road Safety Education Director there, who's mourning the loss of his mom-in-law. On tomorrow's edition, we'll get the rightful information to share with you. And so the recap of the month of February, 169 accidents that occurred. Total number of deaths was 13, so we have to be extra careful. For the month of March, total number of accidents occurred in the month of March was 144. Total number of deaths, it's 17. So as riders, drivers, tricyclists, pedestrians, we have to do things the different way. Since we had this very huge report on our part, let's do this differently in the month of May. Well, if you're just tuning in, the program is Traffic Talk. It's a regular future presentation always on this platform. And so let's just recap our safety tip that says stay focused on the road and avoid distraction. Calm driving, remain calm driving and avoid road rage. Practice defensive driving always as a driver. It saves you and puts you at a better edge and saves you from accidents and malpractices and irregularities within the traffic. Take extra care when you are driving at night. This extra care means make sure your car light is in place, your wipers, and then always learn to be extra and overly careful at night, because night driving is way different from day driving, especially now we've entered the rainy season. Don't drive when you are tired. Pull over if you need to take a rest. That is necessary. You are a human being, you're not a machine. Even the machine rests at times. And these things you need to put in place when you want to rest. Have a caffeinated drink. I don't say go take vodka, because if you vodka gets more energy drink, no, you will not sleep. You will not rest. You will just be and you'll fall asleep. Go for a short walk, so in case you know that fatigue and sleep is taking over you when you're on these long distances travels. Go for a short walk, or perhaps we recommend take a rest or a nap prior to your departure from your start-off point. And then, no matter how long the journey takes and no matter how slow the journey may be, one thing is certain, that is for sure, you are definitely going to reach to your endpoint or your final destination if your approach to driving is being careful and defensive. You will reach that in one piece and not in pieces and not having those injuries. Safety is not a gadget that you can play with your phone, your earpieces, and say, yeah, that's my phone, I'm playing with it. Your safety is not a gadget. Your safety is about a state of mind. The mindset that you take as a passenger or pedestrian before crossing that street or driving along the streets of Monrovia and other parts. That safety mindset that you put in the back of your mind helps you rules the day and saves the day for you as a motorist. So don't play with it like say you're playing with your phone, your touchscreen and all that. Always play with it like you're playing with life and approach it differently. When you apply these things to your driving and riding practices, you tend to stand out tall amongst other riders and motorists within the traffic. On that note, we'd like to draw down today's curtains on the portion of the program Traffic Talk, which is a regular feature presentation. through the kind courtesy of the programs department and radio department here at ABC. I talk to you tomorrow evening on another edition. And my piece of advice to our drivers in the month of May: do things differently, approach these driving practices differently. Remember to respect the crosswalk, wear your seatbelts, drink don't drive, drive don't drink. Respect the speed limits in every speed zones, and be of helping hand to the impaired, visually impaired, disabled, and the senior citizen. My name is Martin Richard Figgins, and I'll talk to you tomorrow evening at 6:15. The commercials are next, followed by the readings for announcements. Stay tuned.
Rovia. Yes, Rovia Logistics is back. Have you been looking for a one-stop shop to rent and hire machineries of all types? Look no further. Rovia Logistics Incorporated is the answer. Rovia Logistics has wide range of machines like dump trucks to haul your sand, red dye, crush rocks, and border rocks.
As for your construction needs, do not worry. Rovia Logistics have all sizes of yellow machines to meet your desire. They have machines like bulldozers, compactors, excavators, forest machines, backhoe